Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Eros again with AOV Gaming, back again with some more tips and tricks with Manor itself. So, last video I told you guys I would come back once we had the manor and the farmhouse built. I also have a little extra treat for you guys. I was able to get the trading post up and running. For those of you that don't know, that the trading post is kind of a vital aspect for you to get your regional wealth in order to be able to build stuff. So I have one spot for goat, so I'm going to go over here to trade, I'm going to go to crafting materials, and I'm going to go to hides, and I'm going to go to export. You do not need to buy a trade route. Because the fact that it's on the King's Road, it's automatically pretty much considered as a trade route. So you get that, have that little nice passive income coming, this will go up eventually. We're going to come over here to the manor now. And then you're going to see this aspect where it says taxes. You can come here, you can do land tax and tithe tax. You can do both of it 10%. Now, the issue with that, though, is if you put tithe up, it doesn't really affect it. But when you put the land tax up, actually right now, it's not giving any predicted approval loss. Normally, if you're not doing as well in the game and your approval rate is actually low, this number here will actually affect down here, and it will even decrease your approval rate even more. So luckily we got caught off, and as you just saw, we just got 40 gold from exporting regional wealth with just the hide. So now we're going to come back in here, and we're going to go and edit a couple more of these houses here. Now you don't want to do them all, because you want to be able to keep that ability of having the aspect of these houses here being able to go up to level 2, so you can use it for the armor, weapons, and all the other stuff. Now, you can go these 3 or 4 houses with that. You can also do 3 or 4 houses with the chickens and the vegetables, and export and import full trade with it. And again, you do not need to establish trade routes. As you could just see, I've been doing it already. Now, bandit camps, I do not remember if I went over this last time with the bandit camps. Looking where the bandit camps are, you can have a total of 3 on a map, which they're right now closely getting to me. But what's going to end up happening is when you collect those areas, or you can kill those bandits, you're going to get influence and you're going to get treasury. Now that treasury can come down here and go to your castle or your manor. Now you can always go into your castle planner and add more or take out more. Or you can come into here and go to your army that it gives you 5 retinue. Now, with that, you can go here and you can customize the retinue. When you customize it, it gives you the option of recruit men at arms using the treasury money, or upgrading their, or promoting them to ministerials. Then you can come over here to this aspect and you can upgrade their armor input. Now each individual, so depending on what you have, will determine which armor you upgrade. If you just click on one and you upgrade and spend all your money on there, you're not going to be able to upgrade the rest of the guys. You can also change their armor and their uniforms the way that they look. So here's a swordsman, you can have a different shields for him, you can change the color and the helmets as well. Now, I don't know if the variants of the helmets and that actually have any effect on how the people look or how they actually operate, but it does kind of help to be able to kind of mess around and have fun with your characters as is. Not really an important detail, but it's something to know. Like I said, you can recruit more men at arms using your treasury wealth. So if you have 178, you can go here, click 1, 2. Now I have 2 more additional to the 5 I had. I still have 78, so I can click it one more time. That gives me a total of 8 men. Now, you can always later on worry about this or not. It really just depends on how you want to play. But in order to get that regional or the treasury, you have to go and take out the bandits. Now, the game is paused because I just did that, but we're going to go ahead and speed the game back up. Now we have our farmhouse already built, we have 2 people in it, and we have our fields manned. We came, like I said, we built the trade post. We already are getting wealth for it for regional, so I have 90 regional wealth. Right now, I had to open up another trade market right here, and I'm waiting for the weaver to actually open up a slot to make it where I can upgrade these houses to level 2. That's the last place I need in order to get to level 2. Then I can go ahead and I can build the armor or the workshop or any of these other level 2 entities. Now you can go from level 2 to level 3, but I've not yet once hit level 3 in this game. So right now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start mining your iron deposit and your clay deposit. Now these are important because the fact is right now we have so many extra people. We can sit here and we can go ahead and go to mining, put this right on top of the iron ore deposit, which is what you're supposed to do, and then same for your clay deposit. So slap that right there, and come over here and slap that right there. Now, obviously, I didn't put them down in a good order where they look, fancy dancy, but that's okay. They don't need to look fancy. And you don't need to put roads around them. I'm a little OCD about the roads. Anyways, gonna come back here. We're gonna go ahead and add this road around like that, so and so. And then you could actually, if you remember where you put your berries, which I couldn't put my berry there, so they're over there. No point in that now. But you're going to want these to kind of be a high value to go ahead and build. So they already got my mining pit done. So I'm going to throw a person in there. And then, I didn't know this, but this is new. They actually have upgrade to deep mine. Now, this is going to be able to enrich, this is only for rich deposits, by the understanding of this. Development of branch missing, deep mining, no rich deposit underneath. So if you have a rich deposit, you can do a deep mine that allows you to go in further and actually have a better mining. Now, because I have only one person left, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take somebody out of one of these other entities. So I'm going to take one out of the farmhouse. It's still not going to affect the fields. And I'm going to go put him over here in the clay deposit. That's going to get these guys going. That still leaves me with one person as of right now. It's okay. I could take one person out of the logger. That gives me the 2. And I can look at the salt pit. The salt pit's fine. Trading post is fine. We're getting money left and right for it, which is a good thing because we have such an excess of hide. So you really didn't need to upgrade these into goat if you didn't want to, but again, it helps. That's early access. Now, when you get the opportunity and when you open up your trade route, you're going to want to get the trade logistics. This is going to allow you to establish trade routes 50% less of what they originally cost. With that, now that we have the iron mine and the clay mine made, we're going to come in here and we're going to go back to industry and we're going to look at the smithing. This allows you to make tools, but you need fuel for it. And then you're also going to buy the bloomery. This allows the iron ore to get turned into the iron slabs. Now, yes, again, we're short on personnel right now, but again, you can still get these knocked out of the way and built. That way these can start getting put into the market area. And then you can come over here and look at the clay furnace and throw it down here as well. Again, this will open up a market area over in your area, and it allows you to have more areas in your market. Now, you don't necessarily need the tannery right now. You could put it down or you could wait. Same with the berries and dyes. You don't necessarily need it right off the bat, but you can go ahead and start putting it down. Now, one thing to look at is the malt house is for the barley. Gets made into the malt, which then you can use the malt for the tavern. I've never had any issues with the tavern without the malt house yet. So really what we're trying to do is we're trying to get these people to build their weaver shop here so I can start getting the necessities that I need in order to get the clothing up and running. And I guess you are going to need your tannery by the looks of it, because the tannery turns hide into leather. So we're going to head and we're going to slap the tannery down by the market, get that up to a high priority, and then we're going to take somebody from somewhere else to get that tannery going. Now this video is going to be a little longer just because I want you guys to be able to see that once this is built, so I'm going to put that in a very high, that it's going to affect the marketplace and allow this guy to actually be able to build their area. And allow for clothing, because you need leather, linen, and yarn in order to build clothes. And then it's going to be able to produce, I think, this 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 houses to be level 2. Now, I don't need all 7 houses to be level 2 just because I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them to be up. So as long as I have 5 available, that's a good entity to look at, or a good thing to look at. I have 2 people in the hunting camp, so I can easily take 1 out, but right now I still have 2 people to build, so I'm okay. They're going to take a little long on that tannery, which is alright. We're going to come look at the fields. It's on follow, 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 and follow. So that's okay because right now we are sitting at 146 food with 8 months supply. So we should be fine, at least for now. You always, like I said, want to keep an eye on the number of food and supplies that you have per the months, but you also don't want to run it out. So they're almost done with the tannery, and I'm hoping that this is going to be able to produce it to where we can go ahead and get this upgraded. We do have policies available, so if you come up here, you go to policies, they have wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast and cost 50% cost of 50% reduced yield from your crops. So it can help, but it can also hurt. And then you have citizens every 5th meal reduces food consumption, decrease approve. So it all depends on whether or not you want to do that. You don't have to. Now, these are always locked in early access right now, but they're on, you're going to be able to use these and these other policies here. Same when it comes to production, eventually there will be another thing here. I'm just waiting for that. Now, I was talking about the Manor, and I don't remember if I already covered this or not, but you can come in here, go to taxes, increase these to level 10, and then there you go. You already have 6% approval on it because I'm getting more regional wealth off of people going to church, and I'm getting it off of tax. Now, you can easily decrease this on one or the other and build slightly off of it, but it all depends on how fast of a military or how big and fast of a military you want to build. So again, you can always come into here, click on here, customize, and then you can buy another 1-2 people, and that puts you at 10 out of the 24 for what you have. And then you have another 13 for your spearman militia. Now, once I get this tannery up, and I can start upgrading these houses here with the clothing stall, I can then start focusing more on upgrading them and getting the armor and other materials that I need built for my military. It's just taking a slow bit. Oh, it's paused, that's why. It's taking a slow bit to get that produced. The layout of the city doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be pretty. I do recommend, like I said in the first couple videos, making your marketplace your main focus point. I made mine slightly too small, but I've used to have the habit of making them too big. Now, it doesn't hurt making multiple marketplaces around. That way you can have those extra spots. Now, I'm hoping with the tannery being open, I can go ahead and get this clothing stall built into here. We're just going to have to sit and wait real quick. I'm going to pull somebody out of here, and they're already making hides into that. So hopefully here soon this will be open up. Now, we do have these other 2 areas here that need to be manned eventually. So the bloomery needs to be manned. And then we're going to need the smith being manned, and then we're going to need the clay furnace being manned. As of right now, we don't need more stones, so we could actually take him out of there, and we can put him somewhere else to allow him to build up what we need to be built. I'm going to throw him into the smith, just that way we have those iron slabs going ahead being made. That way we can go ahead and get this... Okay, so he made a stall, and I don't know where he made the stall. There we go. So now we have a clothing stall. Exactly what I wanted. That doesn't have a fuel stall. Hold on. Alright, so this is now a level 2 that I can upgrade. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this to level 2. This one I cannot, and this one I cannot. So I need a fuel one for here, which is kind of odd how that is working, because they're relatively right within the location. So this one I can go ahead and upgrade now. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that to a level 2 property as well. And then I can go ahead and upgrade this to level 2 property. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that one to a level 2 property. And then I can upgrade this to a level 2 property. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. Once you get the minimum amount that you need to be able to upgrade to level 2, I recommend highly doing it. That way you have all 5 that you need. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 done. Now, what's going to end up happening later on in the next video, because this video is getting long, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what you can build in here and how they will help you later on down the road. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. If this video was kind of pointless at this point and you kind of have a general idea, please let me know, comment below, and I'll take that into input. I hope you guys, this was helpful. If not, again, like I said, let me know. But I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys later.